This is the legacy of Aubreigh Wyatt, a beautiful soul gone too soon. Aubreigh Wyatt's legacy is one that will be remembered for far more than the tragic end of her young life. It stands as a testament to her kindness, her remarkable spirit, and the profound difference her story has made in raising awareness about the devastating effects of bullying. Born on March 17, 2010, Aubreigh was a bright, beautiful, and intelligent 13-year-old girl from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Raised by her mother, Heather Wyatt, alongside her two siblings, Taylor and Riker, Aubreigh's life was full of love. Heather's unwavering dedication as a single mother helped shape Aubreigh into the extraordinary person she was. Known for her academic excellence and warm-hearted nature, Aubreigh left an unforgettable mark on everyone she encountered. Though her life was filled with love and success, Aubreigh's journey took a difficult turn when she became a target of severe bullying at Ocean Springs Middle School. It began as early as the 5th grade, and by the 7th grade, the cruelty had escalated to unbearable levels. A heartbreaking incident during a class baseball game, where she was assaulted by a boy she once considered a friend, marked a turning point in her life. Her mother turned to TikTok to share what happened to her.
When Aubreigh was in 7th grade, at the end of 7th grade, she was essayed by a student on school grounds. And yes, I emailed. Yes, I filed a report. Yes, I did all the things. And the audacity of an assistant principal to call my child in after I told him not to question my child who had just been violated and have to answer to a man. He did it anyway. Whole different story. Anyway, so we were ready to move forward, and then at some point my child was so intimidated, and he essentially told us that we were going to have to go in front of the whole school board. Aubreigh was going to have to retell her story tons and tons and tons of time. Mind you, this is a 12-year-old, and she was so intimidated and scared she begged me to stop because she was so being bullied at school now, because people had things up that were like, Team Aubreigh, Team this, like, who do you believe? It was absolutely disgusting.
Despite the gravity of what had happened, instead of receiving support, the other students turned against her, amplifying her pain by calling her names and treating her even worse. The boy's parents defended his actions, which only made Aubreigh's suffering harder to bear. Determined to protect her daughter, Heather Wyatt reached out to the school principal to request safety measures, including keeping the boy away from Aubreigh during school hours. Despite Heather's efforts, Aubreigh was devastated to find that on the very first day of 8th grade, the boy was still present in her classes and during lunch, forcing her to relive the trauma she had endured. This lack of action by the school left her feeling hopeless, despite her family's support. Then, on September 4, 2023, the unimaginable happened. Aubreigh Wyatts took her own life in her room. The news shocked everyone, leaving those who knew and loved her struggling to reconcile the tragic outcome with the girl they had seen just days before, smiling in a video. It was a heartbreaking reminder that even the most joyful appearances can hide unbearable pain. Her mother didn't allow any recordings of the funeral, but she took to TikTok to tell about the beautiful service that was held for her baby girl.
So Aubrey loves her hair curled. So her pink lange, I don't know how to say that, wand I brought with. And so, I got to curl her hair one last time for her funeral. And so the lady did her makeup. We got her dressed. And then I got to curl her hair one last time. And then, yep, she was just beautiful. You genuinely could not tell at all. She looked like she was sleeping. And, so it was great. So, I don't know, that brings me so much joy. I love the fact that I got to be a part of her last, getting dolled up, getting her makeup done, and that I got to curl her hair one last time. And so that was great. And so while talking about it, to answer your question, yes, she had an open casket. And she had a pink casket. It was like a pale pink color. And there was questions about pictures. Because Phones and chaos were such a part of life. I actually banned all pictures, all phones. Like, even on her obituary, it stated that no phones were allowed to be brought in and that you would be escorted out if you had a phone. So there are not any pictures of her casket. There are not any pictures of her. There are not any pictures of her service. No, like, I did not want that. That is not how Aubreigh would have wanted to be remembered, and I knew that. And I also knew that phones and that were just such a big part of things, and so I just wanted to respect her and not allow even any more opportunity for that.
In another video, Heather Wyatt bravely recounted the painful moment she discovered her daughter, sharing her sorrow with the world. Raising awareness of the importance of mental health and the deadly consequences of bullying.
I had gone to check the AC. Well, in doing that, out of my peripheral, I see Aubreigh, who is in her room, and she is Hanging in front of her window.
You want to save this video till I get back home?
I'm okay. I immediately saw her legs and they were discolored. So I run to her and I grab under her bottom and lift and started screaming. And we kind of gave you guys that. We didn't give you guys, is that I was screaming for Taylor to get a knife to cut her sister down. So I'm holding her up so that the rope would not cut into her throat anymore.
Wait a minute.
I'm not thinking like she's already gone.
I think I got it.
But I just wanted to like get it off of her neck. So I'm screaming at Taylor to get a knife. And she runs in there and I'm holding Aubreigh's body up enough to like create like some, just like, I don't even know, I can't think. While Taylor cuts and cuts at the rope until it releases. I immediately take Aubreigh's body that I'm holding and I lay it on her bed and immediately start CPR, and I am screaming, begging God to let her live. While that is going on is when Taylor is calling 911 and everybody else. So, it was a lot. It was a lot. I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to.
A memorial was held in honor of Aubreigh at her school, where family, friends, and the school administration gathered to remember the incredible person she was and the deep impact she had on their lives. Her loss resonated far beyond her community, with people from all over expressing their grief and calling for change. In the weeks that followed, Heather began to share the torment that Aubreigh had endured. She revealed that 4 classmates had relentlessly bullied her, turning what should have been her school years into a nightmare. Heather's decision to not publicly identify these individuals came from a desire to focus on raising awareness about the importance of mental health and the need to combat bullying rather than seek retribution. The public's anger reached a boiling point when a disturbing photo appeared online, showing a doll smeared with red paint and hanging from a noose, of vile mockery of Aubreigh's death. Though it wasn't directly linked to the bullies, many believed they were behind it, further fueling the global outcry. People demanded accountability from the school, questioning why the bullies hadn't faced consequences for their actions.
No! Oh my God!
As Heather continued to grieve and advocate for change, another tragic discovery added to the family's heartache. While packing up Aubreigh's room in preparation for a fresh start, Heather found 3 sealed envelopes hidden among her daughter's belongings. The poignant moment was captured on camera, sharing a glimpse into the private pain the family was enduring and the connection that Aubreigh had maintained with her loved ones. Heather shares some of Aubreigh's letters in a video.
Crazy how much your life can change in a year. Heck, it's crazy how much your life can change in 6 months. I'm frozen in place as I went through the remaining items from my classroom, a place that was home to me and my children for years, a place of many, many memories. I stumbled across these precious sentiments, these beautiful notes that Aubreigh would write me. Aubreigh wrote notes all the time. My heart and soul just break again with unbearable pain, a pain that just won't end.
The response to the videos was overwhelming. For many who had been thinking about ending their own lives, Heather's raw portrayal of grief served as a powerful wake-up call. The visible anguish she felt made them reconsider, realizing the unbearable pain their decision would inflict. Heather's video wasn't just a cry for help. It was a call to action to raise awareness. The story didn't stop there. Aubreigh's friends shared amazing stories about Aubreigh.
To share some memories with Aubreigh. First off, y'all have seen these pictures a lot, and it's in this bathroom.
But they were also determined to share the truth by exposed disturbing messages and snapshots of the bullying she had faced. Heath's screenshots, some dating back to 2020, provided a heart-wrenching glimpse into her daily struggle. In October 2020, Aubreigh texted her mother, begging to be checked out of school because today is so bad. She described the cruelty of one of her tormentors, Molly, calling her mean and saying she's super upset. Another message revealed that Aubreigh had told her mom, "Molly slapped me across the face." Aubreigh's texts painted a clear picture of the relentless bullying she endured, the feeling of being trapped and her frustration that no one seemed to care. She clearly had no idea why Molly slapped her, which makes it even more surreal. She then shared a picture of her face to her mother. Heather was obviously shocked by the actions of Molly, demanding the school to call her. In May of 2021, she sent another text saying, "Molly is being so mean." Heather said she should tell the teacher, and Aubreigh replied, "They don't care, she is evil." In November of 2022, Aubreigh said, "Bro, Molly is being so rude right now." Heather said, "What is she doing?" Aubreigh responded, "She is mad at her for no reason, it's annoying." In another message, Aubreigh told her mom that Molly was talking crap about her. Also, a Snapchat conversation surfaced that appeared to be between Molly and Aubreigh about face-slapping incident. The name was blacked out. In the messages, the person believed to be Molly said, "I got in trouble and said, 'Why would you cry?' I barely hit you," and Aubreigh replied, "You slapped me hard, you might not have realized it, but you did." There were more messages without timestamps that were about the other girls. One said, "I'm so over it, Ava Case and Peyton Himbry talk crap about me 24/7. I don't even talk to them. I hear them all the time talking about me and pointing at me at lunch. They have no room to talk and that's all they do." Then there were texts between the bullies and Aubreigh. A text showed a girl named Parker saying, "I do talk crap about you," and Aubreigh responded saying, "I know you do. You talk crap about everyone." Parker responded, "Yeah, and?" Aubreigh replied, "You don't know how to treat anyone," and Parker replied, "Yes, I can." The exposure of these messages, the bullies Peyton, Ava, Molly and Parker, and the lack of accountability from the school ignited outrage across the internet. People were furious that these girls could just get away with their actions. Rumors began circulating that Molly's father, Dr. Monty Noblet, who had served as a teacher at Ocean Springs School for 7 years and recently been promoted to assistant superintendent, might have used his influence to suppress reports and complaints about his daughter and her friends. This conflict of interest prompted a surge of outrage, with a petition demanding Dr. Noblet's removal gathering thousands of signatures. However, the petition mysteriously disappeared, fueling suspicions of a cover-up and intensifying community anger. As the scandal unfolded, families of the alleged bullies faced a torrent of hateful messages and threats, including vile insults and inappropriate comments directed at 8th graders. Molly's home address was even made public, escalating the situation. In response, the families of the accused bullies filed a lawsuit against Heather Wyatt, claiming she falsely blamed their daughters. They argued that the evidence was being misrepresented despite the overwhelming online support for Heather and Aubreigh. The situation took a darker turn when a leaked court order suggested that Heather Wyatt was required to temporarily shut down all her social media accounts. This led to the suspension of her TikTok account, which further fueled public outrage. Social media platforms, particularly TikTok, became a battleground for support, as users rallied behind Heather, amplifying her fight for justice and continuing to raise awareness about the impact of bullying and the urgent need for systemic change. One powerful message read, Heather Wyatt was court-ordered to take her social media down. Her account was spreading awareness about her daughter helping others and saving lives. This mama was silenced while the bully still has her social media and is walking on the outside when she should be in jail. The justice system is failing this mama and Aubreigh. We will be their voice now when their voice is silenced. Another said they may silence Heather Wyatt, but they've awakened thousands of mamas on TikTok. Who will say her name for you, Aubreigh Wyatts? You deserved better, and we will keep saying your name until your mama gets justice. TikTok was soon overwhelmed with a wave of supporters rallying for justice for Aubreigh and standing resolutely with Heather Wyatt amidst her challenging legal battle. In response to the mounting legal expenses, Heather reached out to the public for financial support, launching a GoFund campaign with a goal of $100,000. The campaign garnered unprecedented backing, quickly surpassing its target thanks to the outpouring of generosity from the community. Within a short period, Heather's GoFund page received over 4,000 donations, demonstrating the widespread commitment to raising awareness about the impact of bullying and honoring Aubreigh Wyatt's legacy. Heather expressed her gratitude writing, "We love you guys so much, and I just know my baby girl would be ecstatic to see how many people love her, how many people are fighting for her. I am honored to be able to share my baby girl with so many amazing people. Aubreigh's army have been such a light in this dark time. We love you all." The overwhelming response from the community underscored their unwavering commitment to justice for Aubreigh Wyatt, amid intense public outcry and allegations that the court sought to suppress Heather Wyatt's voice. Judge Mark Maples faced significant pressure to revisit his decision to suspend Heather's social media accounts. On July 18th, the judge ruled to lift the emergency order, reinstating Heather's access to her accounts. This ruling was a testament to the influence of social media and the power of collective advocacy, demonstrating how persistent support from the public can drive meaningful change.
I love you. Aubreigh! Aubreigh!
The occasion marked a poignant symbol of solidarity as the community came together to celebrate a crucial yet meaningful win for Heather and justice for Aubreigh. Overwhelmed by the immense support and love she received, Heather recorded a deeply emotional video to convey her gratitude.
I am so thankful. My heart, there's no amount of words, there's no amount of anything that I can genuinely do to express my gratitude to all of you. When my voice was shut off, the fact that you guys were like, no, we will be her voice, but me aside, you guys fought for my baby when I couldn't, and I just have no... You're our people, you're our family, you're our village, and I'm forever grateful for you guys.
Aubreigh Wyatt's legacy is one of resilience, love, and the urgent need for change. Please leave your thoughts and prayers in the comments to show your support for Aubreigh and her family. And subscribe to our channel for more stories of souls gone too soon.